Hey guys, Kuber TV here, just bringing you an update. The new foil cards for the Pack Instincts deck have come out, so that means my deck guide has changed a little bit, so I'm just updating the deck guide that I posted earlier. So without further ado, I'll go through and show you the new cards. So the new cards, the new 10 from the foil deck is, first of all, Genesis Wave. Reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put any number of permanent cards with converted mana cost X or less from among them onto the battlefield. Then put all cards revealed this way that you weren't blah 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 in the grave. So it's a 3 cost to start with, so if you cast it with 1, meaning 4, you could put a 1 creature on the battlefield if it was in the top of your deck. And then it escalates. So if you use 7, so if you cast 7, that means you reveal the top 4. Don't like it, too risky. You could spend 7, reveal the top 4 of your cards, and it could be lands or anything. The Lightning Greaves, for example. And you, do you get the Lightning Greaves? Permanent cards, yeah, you might. Oh no, permanent. So, actually, I'm not sure how that works. I think you might be able to put the Lightning Greaves on there. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't like it. It's too risky. You have to spend a lot of mana to make it work, so I dumped it. The next new card. Let's go through here. Here we go. Here's the next one. Avenger of Zedinikar. I believe that's how you say it. He's a plant, elemental. And when he enters the battlefield, you put a 0/1 plant creature token on the battlefield. And then if the land comes in, you can put a +1/+1 counter on each plant creature you control. He's a 7 cost 5/5. I think there's bigger, stronger creatures in the deck than this boy, and you can put quite a lot of lands on. I mean, you're putting 7 little 1/1s on, and then if you've got 8 mana and you're dropping it, they all become 2/2s. So he's a bit, in a sense, like the pack. Where is it? There you go, the Howling Pack of the Night. But I just prefer this deck for 7. That's 7 instant 2/2s. I like that. Though I could swap them around, but currently I'm still running my Pack of the Wild Hunt. These are the 2 I would swap if I was bringing him in. The next new one is this one here, which is sorcery. Each player's life total becomes the number of creatures he or she controls. Can win you the game. If your opponent's controlling no creatures, you spend 8 and they're dead. But I think if you're in that position, you're going to swing in and win anyway, and 8 mana, you don't need it. It doesn't work for me in this deck. The next one, Verdant Force. At the beginning of upkeep, put a 1/1 green sapling creature token on the battlefield. 8 cost, 7/7, and you can put some little creatures on the battlefield every turn. Yet again, though, I think by the time you're casting him, you should be in such a strong position that you don't need these 1/1 creatures coming on. So I don't run him either. So they're the new ones I don't run. Let's just double check. Oh, yep, there's an extra one of these, the Incendiary Growth. You got another one of these, don't run that, so I just dropped it straight away. Anything else? I don't think so. No. So right, let's go to the deck. I'm running it now. So exactly the same at the start, nothing's changed. The first new thing is I've put in another Primordial Hydra. You get another one of them, so one of the best cards in the game, so I'm running that, so that went straight in. The next thing I'm running is the Vinelasher Kudzua. That's probably how you pronounce that. It's a plant, it's a 1/1, but for every time you put a land or forest on the battlefield under your control, it gives it +1/+1 counter. It was an easy swap. I just dropped one of these boys for that, just because it's an interesting creature. It's only an extra. I mean, it's the same mana. I mean, it's a 1/1, but it can grow up to quite a big size, and it's just a card that means your opponent has to worry about it. So they're like, I got to worry about that boy at some point. Next card I put in, Dungrove Elder. Without a shadow of doubt, he goes in. He's massive. Power and toughness to the number of forest you control. Huge power 3, and he's hexproof. So what that allowed me to do is it allowed me to drop the Blanchwood Armor and Primal Hunt Beast. So it cleared up 2 spots in my deck by instantly putting him in. So that was a no-brainer. The next boy, I'm still debating him. Obstinate Baloth. Not 100% sure about this. When he enters the battlefield, you get 4 lives, so can't be handy. He's only at 4 cost, 4/4. If the spell or ability opponent controls causes you to discard this, so against the mill deck, very very handy. He might get milled, and then he's on the battlefield, which is quite cool. So that's why I run him. Next thing is I put another Garruk's Park Leader in. I said it during one of the games I was playing, but I swapped the Timber Maw Larva out Didn't like it. The 2-2 was annoying me. It lost in a couple of games. It had been killed, pinged straight at the start because of the 2 back. So I was thinking, power 4? Nah, I'll put in another pack leader. He's an extra power, but I just think it's a stronger card. Next brand new card, had to run this, the Vortipede, Vigilance, Trample, Undying. So if it gets pinged, it comes back as a 6/5. It has Trample and Vigilance. Really good card. So there you go, guys. That's the kind of deck I'm running now. This has been updated with the new 10 foil cards, and we'll probably post some games up with me running in this format. Hope you've enjoyed, guys. Leave your comments down below if you're running a slightly different deck or you're running different cards. Post down there what you're running and say why. I'm maybe interested to know what you guys think, because I don't know if the deck's perfect, but I'm having a lot of success running it this way. So there we go, guys. Kubear TV, signing out.